to the Blue Note Fan Report. My name is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, your host on the show that is by a fan, for a fan, and you absolutely know about you, the fans. Well, have you seen when my aloha got a little bit of bling on me? I have to say a very big thank you to Chris Thompson and the clan. Chris got this for me, and I got some other gifts from the clan. I can't say enough, Chris. Thank you. You know, for you to think about me that much and go out and get me this Ryan O'Reilly ring, it's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. I can't say anymore, man. I got to really thank you. And we're going to have a watch party soon, my friend. We will have a Hawaii watch party. And speaking of watch parties, I got to say thank you. Thank you to everyone that showed up to the Elks Lodge in Arnold. About 20 people showed up. It was a good time. You guys really enjoyed it, and John Hafner was drunk. I mean, he was drunk. The text he got from me, ooh, man, was he drunk. But you know what? That means a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys going out there and sticking together. If you've seen my post, you know that I was in a group, and I will say the name of the group. I was in a group called Blues Crew, and I posted my videos in that group. They had asked me not to, but I did. The last two videos that I posted were both Hockey Fights Cancer. I thought that that was bigger than some self-promotion rule. Here shortly at the end of November, I will stop posting in the groups and we'll just post on the Hawaii Blues Fan Clan and the Blue Note Fan Report page. So if you want to find me, that's where to find me. So please start looking there. As speaking of that, my Hank the Tank issue episode got 125 views. Now for Layla, I had wanted to get 1,000 views, and here it is almost a year later, and I'm at 975. You know, that was a good goal, and I didn't make it, but I'm putting a real goal for Hank. I want you guys to help me. Get out there and share these videos. Share them from my page, from the Blue Note Fan Report. Share the Blue Note Fan Report page. Tag people. Tag them. Get them to the page. Get them to watch Hank the Tank. 10,000 views by the end of the year. Hank the Tank, we're going to do that for you. I want to get the word out and try and get 10,000 views. And with that, I mentioned my 500 promotion. I'm trying to get 500 subs on my YouTube channel. I'm at 390. 500 likes on the Blue Note Fan Report, 247. Both numbers came up. I appreciate that, but we need to make a push by the end of November. November's clicking away, 26 days left. I've got some great prizes I'm going to give away. The minimum of the Blues Coffee Book Table with the DVD, a Stanley Cup banner, and if I get there by the end of November, by the midnight on the 31st Hawaii Standard Time of November, I'll get somebody 2 tickets. Somebody who is a fan or likes the page and a subscriber, 2 tickets to the Blackhawks game. Book it. Share and like it. So let's talk about our Blues playing Minnesota for the second time in 4 days. They had beat Minnesota 2-1 in St. Louis. They were coming off a back-to-back. They had just beat Columbus 4-3 in OT. So now they're going into Minnesota. Now, I didn't have a good feeling about this game. I knew Allen was going to start, and that's not why I had the good feeling. I didn't have the good feeling just because the things that were around it. They invited Layla. That was a really, really special thing. One of the things that I got was this signed Layla card with her holding the cup. Great thing to get. But Layla got to go to the game, and I think that's pretty cool. So this game started kind of funky. And the last couple of Blues games, the other team has come out hot, and the Blues have come out cold. 2:26 mark. Minnesota's able to get a goal from Marcus Fogliano. That's his second of the year. He got assists from James Burden and Joel Eckerson. You know, not much you can say about it. But the Blues have been good about one thing this year, and that is answering back. At the 4-minute mark, Barbashev and Parayko make a couple of really good passes around, and Mackenzie McEachran is Johnny on the spot and buries the puck to make it 1-1. Then, 10 minutes later, at the 14:25 mark, Carl Gunderson smacks the puck out of air, and Devin Dubrovnik actually puts the puck into his own net. He's trying to swap it. Now, there's a chance that puck might have fallen in and went in the net anyways, had he didn't touch it, but he knocked it in. So that was the first of two really funky goals that the goaltenders gave up. The first period ends 2-1 Blues. Blues took 6 shots, again, a really crappy number, and they allowed Minnesota to take 10. You know, that's been a problem. Well, the second period, the second period Blues came out, and at the 1 minute and 1 mark, this is something that really irritates a lot of people, and I'm one of them. Kevin Fiala is up against the boards, high, near the blue line, and just shoots the puck towards the net. Just trying to clear the puck. Clear it down towards the net. Open something up. Jake Allen is not involved in the game. He's not there. He doesn't pay attention, and the puck goes in the net. This is an innocent freaking shot. Well, the problem with this, normally, that stuff happens. C'est la vie. And that's how I think about it. Problem is, Allen's had so many c'est la vie moments, the team falls apart. Oh my God, here's the same old Jake again. Shaky Jake's back. Not only did the team fall apart, the fans fall apart. Just shortly at the 4:39 mark, on a power play, Matt Zuccarello gets his second goal of the year on an assist by Stahl and Hunt, and it's 3-2 Minnesota. Now going back to the Fiala goal, I got to hand it to Fiala. That was a good thing for him because maybe you remember a couple of years back when Fiala was with the Predators and he played the Blues in the second round of the playoffs and tore his knee and was out for that year that they went to the finals. For him to score that goal was a pretty good thing. Way to go, Fiala. So here it is. Going into the third period, it's 3-2 Blues. Shots. At least this period, the Blues figured out how to take some shots. They took 12. Didn't score any. They only gave up 6 and gave up 2 goals. It really felt like this game had turned in a very negative way. And then, I don't remember what period happened. I think it was in the third. Columbus scores. Might have been late in the second. Columbus scores, and the play is challenged. Now, on the radio, you would have thought this went against us. Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale were absolutely livid that this goal got overturned. Could not believe that this was goaltender interference. Unfortunately, I had trouble trying to find the play. I had to watch the game on a replay, and for some reason, my replay was messed up. I talked to Mike Dante about it. Mike thought that it was interference. Now, I don't know, but I got to give it to the Blues in making that call. They've changed the rule. You challenge, you lose. You go get a delay of game penalty. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. I don't think it should be a delay of game penalty. I think it should be a 5-minute misconduct, and the other team gets to pick which player goes in the box. Pick any player on the bench. That's what I think should happen for 5 minutes. That's just my 2 cents on that. But this turns the tide of the game, and it makes the Blues feel like we can get back. In the third period, at the 6:05 mark, Sammy Blaze does it all. Scores his 5th goal of the season, and Blaze, keep going, buddy, with assists from Bozak and Falk. Falk is starting to show his defensive and offensive prowess. Just wish he would get more involved in the power play. Game is tied, and we're going to move into overtime. Second straight game, 3rd and 4 games. This is concerning to me. The last 4 teams we played, Detroit, Minnesota, and Columbus, and you go to overtime, Minnesota twice, and you go overtime 3 out of the 4 games. Bottom feeders, a little concerning. However, you get in overtime, and teams kind of trade around, skate around, and while the Blues are in the zone, they make a change. Ryan O'Reilly comes off the bench, scoops up the puck, skates right through the middle, and says, "Good night." That's right, with assists from Thomas and Dunn. O'Reilly makes it 4-3 Blues. Good night. Game over. What While this wasn't the greatest game, getting the win is good. The Blues are on a 4-game winning streak, which is really good. But now they got the test coming up. So for this game, shots were 29 for St. Louis, 23 for Minnesota, which is better, but allowing the 3 goals kind of takes that away. Jake Allen was 20 for 23, and Dubrovnik was 25 for 29. 3 stars, Kevin Fiala picked up the 3rd star. Sammy Blais picks up the 2nd star, and the man of the hour, Ryan O'Reilly, picks up that 1st star. So the Blues got a couple days off. So did Vancouver as they move to Vancouver. We'll face the Vancouver Canucks. The Vancouver Canucks are 9-3-2 with a plus 19 goal differential. Saturday they beat San Jose 5-2, and that was an absolute beatdown. A beatdown. So it's something to be concerned about. St. Louis is 9-3-3 with a plus 1 goal differential. Power play. Vancouver is 23.3 and 9th in the league. The Blues are 24.5 and 6th in the league. Penalty kill is where some separation starts to happen. Vancouver is 88.2% for 3rd in the league, and the Blues, after going 1 for 2 in the last game, fall all the way down to 80% and 19th. That number concerns me. Special teams have been better, and this number should be in the 85% range or higher. Gotta hope the Blues keep on going. Goals against per game. For Vancouver, they're giving up 2.36 goals per game, which is 4th in the league. That means scoring goals is going to be tough against them. And the Blues are sitting right at 3-0. That's what they've given up the last 2 games was 3 goals. They're 14th in the league in that. You know, they get, in this case, you can't give up any goals. You got to really lock it down. You got to play tight checking offense against those speeders, the speed of Vancouver. Shots allowed per game, Vancouver is at 30.2, which is 10th, and the Blues are at 30.1, which is 9th. Could be a lot of shots in this game. Players to watch, speedsters. Elias Peterson, the Calder Trophy winner for Rookie of the Year, beat out our rookie, Jordan Bennington. He has 6 goals, 14 assists for 20 points. Brock Boeser has 7 goals and 9 assists for 16 points, along with JT Miller, who has 6 goals and 9 assists for 15 points. On the Blues end of it, Ryan O'Reilly now has 4 goals and 12 assists for 16 points. After a 2-point game, David Perron is at 7 goals, 8 assists for 15 points, and Braden Shen is at 10 goals, 4 assists for 14 points. Close. Jacob Malcolm is 5-2-2 with a 2.51 goals against average and a .917 save percentage. Bennington is a 7.23 with a 256 goals against average and a .917 save percentage. I mean, and those are the 2 goalies that I expect to see tonight. This is going to be a tough game. The teams are pretty evenly matched. Vancouver may have the slight edge, especially in the penalty kill. So if the Blues stay out of the box, they could win this game. I'm not feeling it. You know, this road trip really concerns me. This Western Canada swing, I just feel like it's too much distraction. So we'll see. I'm hoping that the Blues can pull this out, but I don't see it. I'm going to say that Vancouver is going to win 4-2 with an empty netter. Book it. Well, you guys know that my favorite segment is about the fans. And I love talking about the fan of the game, a tattoo, the pet of the game, fan cave. I love to get connected. That's what this show is about for me, my connection to you guys, the fan. Well, this is Hockey Fights Cancer Month, and I thought for this month, I would highlight those in the fight and those who had beat it, and then honor those who fought bravely. Well, that's what I'm going to do today. I put a post in a couple of the groups, and I got this email that or message that tore my heart out. It came from Carron, and he told me about his mom, Bonnie Carron. Bonnie was married to his father for 52 years. 6 kids, Lots of grandkids and great-grandkids. He said his immediate family is 127 members. Daryl, I'm going to start calling you the Rabbit family. Sorry, man, I just couldn't resist. Please forgive me. Now, Bonnie was a blues fan, and she used to talk about loving Gary Unger and his long blonde locks. I remember Gary, he was a great player to watch. You know, that's a good player to love it. Daryl told me that one of his favorite memories growing up when he was about 10 years old, at Christmas, everyone's opening their present. His mom holds this last gift for him, and it's these ice skates he always wanted. Problem is, she got him a size 12 youth. They were about 4 inches. You know, 10-year-old doesn't have a 4-inch foot. It was a big family moment, and those are the moments that you live for. Those are the ones that you remember for a long time. And unfortunately, you then have these moments. In 2008, Bonnie was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. They were very private, so they kind of kept it from everybody for a while. They didn't learn about it for a few years into the illness, but she had to go through chemo and radiation treatment. She went through them like a champion. She fought this really hard. They made a procedure to remove her cancer, but when they did it, they found a spot on her spleen. Unfortunately, it spread. She went through chemo and radiation again, and unfortunately, after a 5-year fight, a valiant, courageous 5-year fight, in March of 2013, Bonnie lost that fight. But she didn't lose it alone. She was surrounded at any given time by up to 75 family and friends in that house. There were people sleeping everywhere. He said it was like walking over bodies, you know, if you had to get up in the middle of the night. And I understand that. And that love and support, that's what makes a family a family. And that's what our Blues do. We love and we support each other, no matter how mad we get sometimes. Bonnie, it is an absolute pleasure for me to have met you through your son, and to say it is my honor to make you my Hockey Fights Cancer fan of the game. Thank you so much. Daryl, my heart goes out to you, and thank you for allowing me to honor your mom and your family today. Well, guys, I'm going to cut it short. I got to tell you, there's times when I do this show that I really, it's hard to get the joy. There's things that are going on that you don't know about that just makes it hard sometimes. But then I get a story like that, or I get something like this, or these gifts that you send me, or the watch party, and you really make me feel a lot closer than what I am. I'm 4,200 miles away, and sometimes you make me feel like I'm right next to you in the Enterprise Center. I gotta thank you, and every time that I get low, I just come and watch this.
My name is Jackson, Hawaii Blues fan, and we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Jackson, thank you, buddy. I just want you to know that every time I'm low, you cheer me up. And I can't wait to get you and your little brother. I know you did one. I'm hoping you do a lot more. And if you guys are out there and you want to be like Jackson, send me a video. I'll gladly show it. I would love to get him on here. So this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, telling all of you that I'm bleeding blue with you. Aloha, mahalo, and I'll see you on the next Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha!